Ladies and gentlemen, it's me once more because I'm very happy today, as you can feel it, because of the information that has just reached us. And whenever I see development happening, feel so happy. I feel so happy because I'm one of the people who wants progress, development, and success anywhere, and especially when it comes to infrastructural development and the result of the infrastructural development. That gives me joy. What am I saying? I'm here because of the results of the infrastructural development happening in Enugu State. And you would wonder, what is that? Well, you see what you have on the board here is the Enugu State Conference Center, and over there is Okpara Square in Enugu State. Both of them are located in the same place. Now, when you go to Enugu State and you check, majority of the places where the infrastructural development is happening right now is this place you see. If they are all surrendered within 2 square kilometers, everything, both the conference center, the 5-star hotel, the presidential hotel, everything is centered here. The Lion Park, which is Unity Park, everything is here because the Lion Park, which everybody is talking about, is these trees you see here, right? Now, and when governor came into power, he made sure that this place is the center of Enugu State. And how did he do that? He did that by making sure that he finished this project, which is the International Conference Center. After finishing the project, just a month after that, this project has become hot cake. Everybody is booking this International Conference Center. Note that the auditorium, which is the major one, covers over 5,000 capacity. Each time people book this one, it is expected that there will be at least 3,000, 4,000, or 5,000. But apart from this auditorium, these places here, also people are doing wedding here, holding party here, conferences, meetings, important meetings here as well. Meaning there are 2 halls here for either conferences, party, wedding, or anything, meeting. Now, but that is not the reason I'm here. But the reason I'm here is connected to all these things. But I'm trying to let you know that I am very happy because of this infrastructure you see in Enugu, because they are all connected to what I am going to say today. And what am I going to say? What I'm going to talk about is this news you see here. The news say Enugu backs 2025 NAFEST hosting festival. Right. Now, what is it? NAFEST is National Festival of Art and Culture. And we are going to read about it, and you will see how important this is and why Enugu State is selected. But before then, let me give you a tip. Enugu State is being selected because there is no other state that could compete with Enugu on this hosting of NAFEST. This NAFEST festival is going to generate more tourism than what Enugu has ever had in their entire life, because Enugu has hosted this in the past once, but that time is unlike today. And you are going to see why I say that then is unlike today. Now, formerly, this festival used to be hosted in either Eko in Lagos or Abuja. Last year, 2024, it was hosted in Abuja. This is the final when they were giving everything, right? Okay, years before or a year before, it was hosted in Lagos. But after Enugu completed the conference center and everywhere is looking bright, also purchasing the 250 buses, Nigeria decided to push this into Enugu State because that became the most attractive place for this such event. And everything happened after Enugu State hosted these digital conferences. It was the talk of the town. People never knew that Enugu State is such a beautiful state. Everybody was talking about Enugu State during the time of the festival, digital conference. This drew attention of everybody. Most of the festival and conferences have been diverted to Enugu after this digital conference, because Enugu has the infrastructure or the best in Nigeria. Abuja does not have anything that looks like this. The same thing to Lagos. And the Enugu State Governor has prepared for it in advance. When it comes to transportation, air and land has been covered. When it comes to hospitality, hotels are everywhere. When it comes to security, CCTV camera is mounted everywhere. And we are going to read about it because they also mentioned it on their speech. Because they narrated the reason they choose Enugu State. And the governor thanked them a lot. Because this shows that the dream of governor to make Enugu the destination state or the best place for tourism in Nigeria is being fulfilled. Everybody is now trooping into Enugu. So let's go and read what they say, why they choose Enugu, and also why Enugu is trending, and why it will continue to trend. Because Enugu is going forward, it can never go backward anymore. What you will see in Enugu State will be development every day. There is nothing that any state needs to become modern state that Enugu State does not have today. Everything, even much better. I do not think if there is any state prepared like Enugu State when it comes to tourism. And there is one thing they are going to say, both Governor and Obi Asika, on this NAFEST. There is one thing they said that I will not explain it until we read their comments. Let's go and hear their speech and comment about the reason Enugu State is picked, and just listen attentively, because they said something about tourism, and that tourism is not of Okpara Square, or they did not talk about, they talk about Okpara Square, but they did not talk much about the conference center, the hotel, and as they talked about other places. And I will give you a tip. They talked more about waterfalls. Ahum Waterfalls, Ngwo Palm Forest, and also other beautiful natures that Enugu State have. And Mba also is doing something about the waterfalls because he is now creating a route that will lead to a waterfall. Let's go and read about all the information in Enugu State, and you are going to be marveled how they praised Enugu State. Because Enugu State is now looking different. Even by looking at the area, the landscape, this is a big town. See how it looks. Beautiful. So let's go and we read about what they say and we conclude. Now, this is how the breaking news came to board, and he said Enugu backs 2025 NAFEST hosting right. Enugu backs 2025 NAFEST hosting right. Enugu is the news. Enugu in the news, non-stop for great things happening, says federal government. We guarantee most memorable NAFEST experience, says Petamba. I read, Enugu State has backed the hosting right for the 2025 National Festival of Arts and Culture termed Connected Culture. Handling over the hosting right to Governor Petamba at the Enugu State Government House, the Director General of the National Council for Art and Culture, Ubi Asika, said that the choice of Enugu for the event, which takes place from November 22 to 29th, 2025, was based on the city's rich history, cultural heritage, potentials, and recent developments, which he described as a great things happening in the state. This was even as Governor Mba promised participants a most memorable NAFEST experience. Asika said, Enugu has been on the news non-stop for great things. We see what is happening and we are proud of what you are doing and we want to be part of it. My supervising minister, the Honorable Minister of Arts, Culture, Tourism, and the Creative Economy, is happy about NAFEST coming to Enugu. Enugu is one of the best cities in Nigeria, and you have one of the best governors in Nigeria. We have been observing everything you have been doing. It will interest you to note that NAFEST was established by the federal government as a platform to unite Nigeria after the Civil War. And interestingly, the first edition was hosted in Lagos, and the Civil War, after the Civil War, and the East Central State won it. Since then, the only time the event was held in Enugu was 2008. That was 17 years ago. But it is coming back. We see what Enugu is doing, and I want to commend it. We also see especially some of the investment that you are putting in a home waterfall, the Nsude Pyramid Canopy Walkway, and other great things. The Director General said the event, which would bring over 30 states of the Federation and over 5,000 competitors and foreign participants to experience Enugu, would contribute to the economic growth of the state and empower youth. Enugu has a lot of limitless possibilities. I watched the Enugu Tech Festival and I love it. Enugu has a lot of schools than many states in Nigeria, and NAFEST has a capacity building side that will empower and upscale the capacity of these young ones to give them opportunities into the future. There are opportunities in NAFEST for the creative people, digital people, the content creators, the poetry people. Enugu has a strong background in masquerade and wrestling. These are some of the elements that are part of NAFEST, he concluded. Reacting, an elated Governor Mba said NAFEST hosting rights furthered his administration's agenda to bring 3 million visitors to the state annually, adding that Enugu was purpose-built for such events, given the aesthetic, landscape, and the topography and infrastructural transformations going on. Enugu lent itself to art and culture, so this is a situation where opportunity meets preparation. I can assure you that you are going to have one of the memorable NAFEST events because we are ready and we are hungry for it. One of the major transformational agenda of this government is to make here one of the top 3 economies and the premier destination for business, leisure, living, and tourism. We have set a target to attract 3 million visitors every year. So, this is already like a marriage made in heaven. We are going to do everything to ensure that the objective of the NAFEST is achieved and we provide you with the environment, Mba said. He equally highlighted the progress and the huge investment in the security of lives and property, assuring all participants of their safety. Today, I can assure you that we are one of the safest states to live in because we have built infrastructure to ensure that we nip crime in bud. But we are not resting on our laurel. We will continue to build on that, he concluded. So this is the news, how it happened, and you have heard them talking about everything here, the waterfall and so on and so forth, and they are actually happy after seeing everything that Enugu State has. And believe me, anybody from Enugu State will be very happy over what is happening in Enugu State. Because this is something that nobody ever thought that could be possible. But now it is happening. Everything is being sent to Enugu, especially when it comes to conference. And governor is a smart governor because his project, as I said earlier, is for business. The conference center, apart from being beautiful, it also creates jobs because people take care of here. People clean here. Security also guide here. Okay? It creates employment. And by creating employment, also generates income. Because to use this, payment, they have to pay. And this is what is development and also creating employment. When a governor or a president is telling you that I'm going to create employment, employment is not going to come from heaven. It's to create infrastructure that will attract people to come to a place and spend their money. And the governor came and said, the best way I will do this is in tourism. Give me time, this, I will do, and people will be trooping in here, spending their money. And they also will be enjoying good service. And enjoying good service is to make sure that everything they will need is on the ground. And what did he do? Airline to bring them so that nobody will complain. When they arrive, they need good environment for circulation. And what did he do? Buses with a good terminals, so that whoever is coming to Enugu is not coming to a village. No. Most of the people who will be coming to Enugu for the first time will be surprised, because their state is not like this. Before November, which is this when this event will be hosted, there will be no keke on the road, no molue on the road. International hotel will be functioning. Everywhere will be clean and working as it's supposed to be. They will come here, and after staying here, they go back to their state. And after having good experience here, that is also how another people will book the conference center. Because why did NAFEST book it is because of this conference they saw here. This conference made a history in Nigeria because Abuja don't have something like this. And after hosting this conference, it was like, this is Enugu State. This is Enugu State. You know? So after this one, other people are also trooping in. And remember, this place has been booked for August. For the month of August. When the Nigeria Bar Association will be using it. And we only talk when the auditorium is booked. When this one is booked. But when the small ones, which is being used every day, nobody talks about it. Why? Because it's for meeting, also for conference, but not as big as 5,000. For you to use this one, you must be over 4,000 that you have already surpassed this one of 1,000, this one of 1,000 and this one of 800. Then maybe you have 1,005 or 2,000. You can use auditorium if you pay. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. And before they come, there will be, malls here. In all this place will be filled with supermarkets and malls, and everywhere will be busier than it is today, because that is what it is made for. So the people who are coming for the festival, they are going to see a different Enugu State. The Enugu State they are going to see will be a different one, because all this time mall is going to be filled with shops. And even apart from for this, it is beautiful to have infrastructure that looks as beautiful as this. Many people will go there just to see the beauty of the international conference and Okpara Square. So thank you very much for watching, and see you on my next video.